Hey everyone, have you been hunting for a way to make your own Cuphead pins at home without spending a fortune? I know I was, and after weeks of research, I finally found something that actually works, the TWi-250CP CD Stud Welder. And yes, the link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So what makes this thing special? First off, it's got this super intuitive touchscreen interface. You don't need to be an engineer to figure it out. There are preset values built right in, so you can just select the right one for your project and go. That alone saves you a ton of time compared to messing with dials and guesswork. I've used it to weld pins onto metal blanks for my Cuphead designs, and the accuracy is spot on every time. Another thing I love is the universal input voltage. Whether you're plugging it into a standard outlet or running it off a long extension cord at a craft fair, it adapts without any issues. I've even used it in my garage with a longer cord when I needed more space, and it never flickered or lost power. That low input voltage capability is a lifesaver if you're working in a space with inconsistent power. Now, let's talk about the hand tool. It's got contact and trigger indicators that light up when something's not right. If the tip isn't making good contact or the trigger isn't firing properly, the unit tells you exactly where the problem is. No more guessing or redoing welds because you missed something. I've had a few hiccups while learning, and those little lights saved me hours of frustration. Safety is a big deal with any welding equipment, and the TWi-250CP doesn't cut corners. It's got thermal and voltage protection built in, so if things get too hot or the power surges, it shuts down automatically. I've pushed it pretty hard trying to see its limits, and it's held up without any issues. That kind of reliability is worth its weight in peace of mind, especially when you're working on expensive materials. One thing I didn't expect was how quiet it is. Most welders sound like a jet engine, but this one hums along quietly. That might not seem like a big deal, but when you're working in a shared space or late at night, it makes a huge difference. I've been able to use it in my apartment without disturbing anyone, which is a game changer for hobbyists like me. Now, no product is perfect, so let's keep it real. The only downside I've run into is the size of the unit itself. It's not huge, but it's not exactly compact either. If you're tight on space, you might need to clear off a dedicated spot for it. Also, while the touchscreen is great, it's not as responsive as a smartphone. You've got to press firmly, so if you're someone who likes super sensitive screens, it might take some getting used to. Overall, though, this welder has been a total win for me. It's reliable, easy to use, and it's made my DIY pin-making process so much smoother. Whether you're making Cuphead pins, custom jewelry, or just experimenting with metalwork, it's a solid investment. If you've been on the fence about getting into stud welding, this is the one to go with. So if you're ready to take your projects to the next level, check out the TWi-250CP CD Stud Welder. The link is below, definitely worth a look if you want precision and ease in one package. Happy welding! For most buyers, the real question is not whether TWi-250CP CD Stud Welder 1/4 max capacity, best for Cuphead pins, sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like intuitive touchscreen interface with preset values for fast and set point discharge actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement were off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like TWi-250CP CD Stud Welder 1/4 max capacity, best for Cuphead pins, usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.